Andres Bonifacio y de Castro. It was on November 30, 1863, when a well-known brave man and noted to be a smart, fearless Filipino hero came into existence. Named Andres Bonifacio y de Castro, which is often called as the father of the Philippine Revolution. He was the son of Santiago Bonifacio, who was a local politician who served as a chief lieutenant of the municipal mayor, and Catalina de Castro, a half-Spanish who worked as a supervisor in a cigarette factory. Over the years, Andres Bonifacio grew up in the slums of Tondo, a district outside the city of Manila. However, at the early age of 14, both of his parents died. That left Andres Bonifacio responsible for the remaining 5 family siblings, named Procopio de Castro Bonifacio, Trocadio de Castro Bonifacio, and Ciriaco de Castro, and the 2 girls who were Esperadio Bonifacio Distrito and Maxima de Castro Bonifacio. Because of his family responsibility and the commitment, Andres Bonifacio was forced to stop his study to find a way for them to survive. Andres Bonifacio then started earning a living by making bamboo canes and paper fans, which he himself peddled. But still, it was not enough for his family to overcome the miserable experience of poverty that they had. This video is sponsored by Huion, the global leader in creative tablets manufacturing. This made Andres Bonifacio decided to look for a better paid salary job to ease off poverty. Due to lack of formal education, he landed a job as a messenger of a British firm called Fleming and Company. Moreover, he also became a warehouse keeper at a foreign trading firm, Fresel and Company. Andres Bonifacio's new working environment exposes him to opportunities that expand his knowledge and learning to master his vocabulary skills, and was able to improve his facility in the medium. Meanwhile, Andres Bonifacio was said to be married to Monica, his first wife, which was his neighbor from Palomar, Tondo, but there was no enough basis to specify the exact date of their marriage. However, his wife died due to leprosy a year after their marriage. Monica and Andres didn't have children within the year of their marriage, and during the year 1892, at the age of 29, Andres found another woman in his life. This woman was only 18 years old when Andres met her, named Gregoria de Jesus. And in the year 1893, they finally became one. They got married at the Binondo Church in a Catholic ceremony. Later that day, they also observed the Katipunan wedding rites. Later on, the couple had their first son named Andres in the early 1896. But unfortunately, their son died due to smallpox while still an infant. In addition, while Andres Bonifacio was still in the line of his new job, it allowed him to have access to a wealth of available literature in Spanish over to a bigger world of famous writers and philosophers. He also found another interest in reading books that gave him learnings and inspires him every day by the teachings he gets from them. However, after Andres Bonifacio had read the 2 books of Jose Rizal, which were the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, This inspired Andres Bonifacio and shifted his humanitarian interest by putting more emphasis on standing, defending, and fighting for Filipino right to freedom. Andres Bonifacio foresees the books of Rizal to be more than just a literary masterpiece, as it symbolizes, reflects, and portrays a society in agony, a mirror of people in oppression, on a sharper portrayal focusing on a tragic state of maltreatment, injustice as the forsaken people. These prompted Andres Bonifacio to arouse and lead revolutionary spirit that compels him to join the La Liga Filipina, an organization of Filipino people united in fighting solely for their freedom and country's independence by forming a nationalist movement against the conquistador that was organized by Dr. Jose Rizal in 1892. Joining the La Liga Filipina was just the beginning of Andres Bonifacio's journey to all the struggles, hardships, and sacrifices he encountered in the name of freedom, and the undying courage in taking the first big bold step towards freedom uprising that brings forth great impact emphasis by awakening the Filipino heart to fight for the rights of every Filipino people. This is History Animated.